Now, we have to admit it, but complaining feels too good for Africans. In 1967, the psychologist Martin Seligman ran an experiment. He put dogs in cages with electrical shock, so they couldn't leave. And at first, they would try everything to get out. But when nothing worked, they stopped entirely. And even when he opened the door, the dogs just laid there. They couldn't leave. Decades later, scientists developed tendency for interpersonal victimhood, TIV, correlated with narcissism and entitlement. Now, victimhood is not just a political strategy. It's in fact a psychological comfort zone. And you know what comfort zones are? They are addictive. And of course, it pays. It gets their attention. It gets fundings. It's open way to grants. Let's get a little bit American here. The Civil Rights Act, passed in 1964, legal equality was achieved by people who marched and built. Black churches literally built with their bare hands. So they fought tyranny, and at the same time, they built institutions. But today, Black Lives Matter raised $90 million in 2020. But how many black factories started with that? How many black scientists were helped to get their patents? How many tech incubators? And the answer, unfortunately, is embarrassing because all the money went to administration consultants, therapists, advisors. The protest economy, it's a place where fighting the system pays more than working with the system to fix it. And then let's come back to Africa. After the independence of African countries, almost 60 years later on, we still hear people speaking about anti-colonialists. Now, how are we blaming the West for 60 years? The idea of anti-colonialism has literally become the way to gain votes. Meanwhile, China is controlling 85% of the supply chain of cobalt in Congo. We're still screaming about the West being a colonialist. At the moment that Indians are working on industries of East Africa, we're still writing speeches about how the colonial system destroyed Africa. Now, this does not mean that it's easy to make it in Africa or as a black person, but it just means that for 1,000 persons who try one thing, for 1,000 black Africans who try YouTube, one might win and cover the shame of all the 9,000 of the 999. It's very clear now, instead of us spending time crying about how we haven't made it yet so big and we're not taken serious, maybe we should take more time into working on things which are practical and executing them so that we become really who we think we are. If we think we are really that good, then why not prove it through real action by working with the system to create a much better world for us, not by trying to separate ourselves from the system. Thanks for being here. Catch you again 6 p.m. Goma time tomorrow.